Welcome to Wax Off. My name is Robina Rayasat and I'm a hearing aid audiologist. I'll be talking through our earwax removal videos, so let's see some wax. So this patient, let's call her Melisandre. Now before I start this earwax removal procedure, I want to pause it here because I'd like to thank the one and only Nurse Richards for giving us a mention on his video last week. Because of his very simple mention, he sent over a lot of his lovely weirdos to catch last week's episode 14, and our channel had a lot of love from his loyal subscribers. So thank you to the Wax Wizard and thank you to all his lovely subscribers. I've included a link to his video below. Please go over and check it out. In fact, don't just check out the video, watch his other videos as well. They are simply amazing. So let's resume the video. Now, Melisandre has had earwax removal by me at least 3 times, and she always comes back because she finds she doesn't need the procedure as often with us, which is usually about every 8 months or so. Now, as you can see, she doesn't have a lot of wax, but even the small amount of surface wax that we took off was making her ears very itchy. And because she wears hearing devices, in order for them to work well, she really does need this cleared out. So the ear canals are quite narrow, so you can see they will fill up very, very quickly. Now, we do have layers of skin here which have been lifted up, and I'm going to try to remove these as much as possible. I'm going back in with the probe and I'm trying the blanketing technique here, trying to get the keratin layers in one place to increase the suction area. And it's quite a thick layer of keratin on both sides and the typical golden appearance. And it's just come away there on the right hand side of the screen. Now you can see there's lots of capillaries showing up underneath, and now we're going back in and we've got the wax on the other canal wall as well. Now, as I go over the bend in the ear canal, you can see there are small areas of golden keratin. There's quite a lot of movement in the camera there, so apologies for that, but it's coming away at the end of the probe quite nicely. So now we have readjusted, and I'm going to see if I can get that proud piece of keratin right in front of the eardrum. It's almost saying, come and get me if you think I can. So mission accepted. And although not all of it will probably come away, I'm going to prise off the part that is ready to come off. And all of this procedure is very comfortable for the patient. And as we go in, we're just going to get that area that is already lifted up. There we go. I think that's the most we're going to get off there. So here's the final shot of the eardrum. I'd like to mention one of our subscribers, PixelDoc7119 here, who wanted a better view of the anterior crevices, which are the areas that dip slightly. And you can see that although those areas are quite difficult to see in some patients, in this patient it's actually quite easy to see, and you can also see from the viewfinder that there is no wax or keratin that's remaining there, and it's beautifully clear. So now we're going over to the left side. A little bit more earwax on this side. There's a small hole in the middle allowing sound through, but this was on the verge of becoming fully blocked. I'm starting off with a large probe because, again, this side is also slightly narrow, so I'm getting a good angle as well as trying to get everything as comfortable as possible for the patient. And as we start, you can see it's coming away really beautifully. And again, it's not actually that much wax, but at the narrowest part of the ear canal, it can quickly lead to a fully sealed blockage. Now here, as we're going back in, we're trying to get everything in one place, but I think the angle of the probe needs to be adjusted there. And suddenly it all comes away in one area, and really quite quickly as well. Now I think this video might be for the skin pull people, because there's lots of silvery skin here, lots of skin pulls. So I hope the skin pull people are enjoying that. Now that area at the top isn't quite coming away, and you can see there is still some keratin remaining there. So I'm going to retreat and come back with a slim probe, and this time hopefully it will come away a bit more easier without any of the horrible clarineting sound that we get with the larger probe tips. So there we can see there is a lot of skin starting to come away there. And you can see right at the bottom of the skin that's still attached, there's some at the top as well, and suddenly it all goes into one area and it's beginning to pull away. Quite translucent, silvery, and as usual the ear will tell me at what point it's not ready to come off. So all of that lifted area, the silver area, is ready to come off for this particular patient, Melisandre. Now the view is being obscured a little bit by the hairs in the ear canals, but we can still see the tip of the probe as I'm gone back in. And again, I'm attempting to remove the part that is already pulled away. And if we go back in, I don't think I'm going to get all of it, but if we could just remove that little flap there that's been created, you can see it's coming away quite easily there. Now again, the patient is in no discomfort whatsoever, and we are just trying to remove those areas that are ready to come away so that new wax and debris and oils are not sticking to it, and she can go in between appointments slightly longer than usual. So here's the final view of the eardrum. It's all looking good, and we have a healthy eardrum for Melisandre's left ear. So thank you so much for watching to everyone. If you have any questions, please do let me know in the comments, and I will endeavour to answer in my next video, and we'll give you a shout out too. So please do like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you in the next one.